Gorgeous day, don't you think? Look at this. You have probably seen this place before. We have been here before, regularly, irregularly. This is on top of, well, not on top, we're halfway Kätkä. This is Kätkä-tunturi here. Kätkä means a wolverine. It's an old word. Hey, Tommy. Good morning or afternoon from us here, but and as you see, really nice spring day. It's been pretty cold here. So it's, hey Bernie, good morning, good morning. Hey John, good Sunday afternoon. Oh yes, definitely. Terve. Yes, over here it's just past 1 o'clock. Hey Finesalo. Look, as you see here as well, like you saw on our last week's broadcast, the ant hills are already showing. Oh, evening for you. Well, that's also okay. Look, you can see the sun over there. But yeah, it's been quite chilly. It's a beautiful sunny day, but we will eventually run out of snow. But no worries, there will be more next year or next year, next winter season. Put it that way. Next November, next October probably already. Stefan over there already cleaning the sausage sticks. But yeah, so it's a bit, it's like maybe 5 degrees Celsius less than normally at this time of the year. It was just, I don't know if in your countries they celebrate May Day. In Finland it's called Vappu, and that has, hey Stefan, says John. Hey John, says Stefan. The Vappu is used to be kind of like a workers' holiday in Finland as well. Nowadays it's okay, yeah. Yeah, well, we'll get to that in a second, Steph. Next Sunday, USA Mother's Day here as well, actually. We have it too. But now that was, so it used to be a workers' holiday. Now it's much more students' holiday. It's basically a like a national drinking day for those who enjoy that. But of course, this COVID year has been quite different. So, but students are very much associated with this celebration. But yeah, Stefan was going to tell you something about the traditions. I don't know much about it, but I know. But you know more than me, probably, because Stefan always knows about this kind of stuff.
But nowadays it's known as the MayDay celebration. So it's linked to the Labor Day. But before that, already people celebrated Valborgis,
Yeah.
Valborg in this time of the at this date, and that's of course the old fertility celebrations from pagan times.
Yeah, was it in the what did you say, the Celtic
Yeah, I'm not
tradition?
sure. Yeah, that's what I assume. Yes,
Yeah.
that's what I from what I understood. But it's old.
Yeah. Well, I mean, of course, spring celebrations, they have always been. I guess
Yeah.
in every country they are the tradition.
Yeah.
Is Stefan drinking orange soda? Oh, you already noticed that. You know what it is? I I think we have at uh, I don't remember which year, but at some point we have made it
Maybe before.
on a broadcast. We've even made it on broadcast, I
Yeah,
think.
yeah, very possible. Yeah.
Could you give me the bottle?
Yeah.
So this is self-made, and here you see those things floating there. They are raisins, and they are basically a sign how you know that this is ready. This is a fermented drink made with lemon, campfire bagels. No, we will get to that as well. So this is made with like lemon, two kinds of sugar, um, water, and yeast. Basically, that's all the ingredients that we have in them.
You get a two racing one.
Yeah, thank you, thank you. Raisins were always my favorite since I was a child. This belongs really to Vappu. So this celebration in Finland, we always have specific foods and drinks for all kinds of celebration
That's
days.
one of the things that I like about Finnish culture. There's a specific sweet baking for every celebration day.
That's true, though. We were just talking about it this morning. So this drink and that, well, bagel. It's called munkki. It's very sugary. And these ones are a bit old. These are from 2 days ago. When they are fresh, they are like crispy on the outside and soft and beautiful on the inside. But now they're just dried out a little bit. Yes, definitely. So these two things, and then there's also tippaleipä, but we just never had that as a tradition in my family, and
No, it's
that's
not. I mean, I've tried it a couple of times. I'm not a big fan of it.
no me neither. So that's probably we never had it, but in a lot of families they do.
Okay.
So it's like a tippaleipä that's sort of it looks like brain. It's like this squirts of dough that are baked in hot oil and then dusted with powder sugar. But this has been fermenting, basically brewing for. When did we make this? We made it like 6 days. Oi, Oma.
Yeah, Monday wasn't it?
I think so. Maybe we made it on Monday or Tuesday. So I made it a little bit too late, but it has become quite perfect already. Wij zijn op de lavo hier bovenop Kätkä.
No,
Well, on top of the
no, these
the
are
Kätkäfell, or halfway here, you see Lake Immel. This is an old um, holy lake of the Sami. This lake you see down here. Let's have a sip of this.
I brought you a surprise, Rita.
Oh,
Yeah,
did you really?
yeah, because we are now eating the leftovers from the May Day celebration,
Yeah,
and of course in the shop there were all kinds of leftovers from the May Day
of
celebrations as well. So there's drinks
course.
for example. And I
Yes.
found you a box of sushi with 30% off.
Well, that's nice. Thank you,
So
dear.
here you go.
That's very considerate of you.
Yeah, it was, you like sushi.
Okay, excellent. So we're going to have 30% off sushi as well. Well, I don't mind. I love sushi.
We're eating leftovers.
Yeah, it's better than the sausage that we have.
And
But
this
hey,
is the
hmm?
appetizer, starter.
Okay, of course, sushi as a starter and
Yeah,
sausage as a main dish.
yes.
So here we go. Now, everybody ready to have a sip? Let's have a wait a moment. Mm. It's pretty perfect.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
think so too. Now
yeah.
it's
We say cheers.
uh,
Kippis.
keep
Mm. You see what happens to the raisins. Sushi and sausage together. Yes, we are classy.
classy like that. Yeah.
Yes,
But we
look.
have to start speaking Swedish now.
Yes, yes. This is what happens to the raisins in Sima. They get bloated, so they become they get filled with bubbles as well, and that's why they eventually float to the top of the bottle.
When you bite the
The
raisins,
raisins
it
plump up.
tastes
Yeah,
alcoholic.
yeah, they do. There is a very slight alcohol content to this stuff because it
0.5.
zero 0.5, something like that. Yeah, it's made with um, yeast and sugar, so that's what you get. But I don't like it very sugary, so I use very little sugar in it. So there's very little alcohol in it as well. But I mean, it's not meant to be an alcoholic drink. Like kids drink it as well at Vappu. Well, when I was a
Yeah, but they're
child, yeah,
apparently not allowed to buy it in the shop.
that's possible. I mean, if there's any alcohol whatsoever, they're not even allowed to buy like liquor-filled chocolates.
Yeah,
You know, if there's any alcohol, they're not allowed to have
yeah.
it. Limoncello. Oh, that must be nice. Sounds very good.
Ollut hyvä.
Kiitos, kiitos. Jaha. And now I'm supposed to, on a broadcast, eat sushi.
Oh,
I
you
don't
don't
know
have
if
to.
it.
You can also leave it to me.
No.
No, okay. Yeah.
Could you still open the wasabi, maybe, dear?
Oh yeah, the wasabi. I always forget about the wasabi.
Yes. Well, it's
Anyway,
not really. It's not really an alcoholic drink. I mean, there is a bit of alcohol forming in there, but it's more. It happens because of the process. Yeah. Well, at least I'm not going to grill it. I could, of course, stick the stick through it and just go and, turn it there next to the sausages. Let's see what happens. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Accidents. I mean, I'm for the sushi purists. I'm of course doing this completely wrong. I'm very sorry about that, but I'm more concerned about the taste. I'll film Stefan grilling sausages while I'm eating my sushi. Mm. Really, actually nice here in the sunshine. I'm sorry that I'm. Hey, Jess, nice to see you. Hey to Beirut. Sorry that I'm chomping away here. So, Jess as well. Combination of traditions. Stefan bought me a surprise sushi, 30% off. and, and then we have some Finnish Vappu foods, so MayDay foods. What we have leftovers. I will show you how it looks here. Look, gorgeous day. That is the road that leads to the village. Hey, haven't you? Sorry, I will stop eating in a second. There are still some daredevils that are skiing on the lake. I wouldn't go there anymore. I saw some people, they were quite quite close to the shore, which is of course safer, but you can already see that the water is coming on top of the ice. Oh, 27 degrees. I would love to be there. um, Now, John, not anymore really. So in the wintertime, it is for sure. It's like 1 meter thick. But by this time, I don't think I've seen. Well, actually, at the moment, it is still very cold in the night. So it might even be that you would still be able to do it, but it's just, I find it risky. I wouldn't. I don't like it.
so there's nobody ice fishing anymore either.
No, but I did see some people when we were driving this direction.
Oh,
So I don't know what they were doing, but
ice fishing. This of course now the right. So the best season for ice fishing is when it starts getting dangerous.
unfortunately, it
Yeah.
is. Yeah, yeah. Better safe than sorry for sure. Definitely, that's how I see it. I mean, there's plenty of time to ice fish in the winter time. Oh, thank you, John. And Heavenly Deuce is waving at Stefan.
Huh? Now we're back. Yeah.
Will it snow again in November? Oh, of course, but most likely already in October.
Most likely already in June.
Yeah, it will still be snowing before the summer actually starts. So, especially since at the moment polar vortex is rather like I don't know if it's unstable. It's at least on top of our area, so it makes it really cold here. Of course, now in the sun it's beautiful and warm, but it is about 5 degrees colder than normally at this time of the year. Unfortunately, in Finland, where there's these big celebrations like or certain celebrations, Vappu and Juhannus, basically they are the two that when those ones are cold, then there's less people dying. That is because they are traditionally like drinking parties, and Finns are not always exactly like moderate with their alcohol consumption.
But
So then what you
the thing is that on average, Finns drink the same or less than, for instance, the French. But like the French,
it's just in
they
a shorter
drink
time.
every yeah the French they drink for instance every evening 1 or 2 glasses of wine next to their dinner, and the Finns they save it all up for special occasions, and then in
Yep,
one go they drink everything that they weren't drinking in between.
true. And that's why when there's like a warm weather during those national celebration days, that's when you get a unfortunately yeah people drown usually. That's the biggest cause of death, especially Juhannus. That's like the midsummer. That's when people go to their cottages and well go in boats without wearing lifesavers like the vests or anything. Unfortunately, that's the case. But luckily this year it was cold. Hey, cosmic crows.
This one is already sort of done.
Oh, is it?
Yeah,
Look,
you're
you
still
can
eating
see
your sushi.
those two. Yeah, but like I will only be really properly able to eat it after the broadcast because
Oh,
I don't want to be just munching away when people are.
I will be back.
Yeah, but don't munch away my part. Only munch away half of it.
Well,
Well, you bought it, you mean?
no, I bought it for you in the first place.
And then you eat it in the first place. Let's have another sip of this though, Sima, and a bite of monkey as well. So Sima, that's this drink here. And I was just showing and explaining the homemade uh, lemon brew, and then monkey, the sort of donut-like thing with sugar on top. Wait. Mm, then we take a bite from here. I was fiddling with this one, so I'll take a bite from this side. But as said, this is already a couple of days old, so it's not really fresh. Yeah, well, I mean, this is a place where people that are visiting the this area where they can come and they hike up here and then everybody can use it. So it looks like a donut. It is basically a Finnish kind of a donut, but these are fried in.
These have a bit of cardamom in them.
They do actually,
Yeah.
yeah.
So
And
it's
then
funny
all, huh?
because since cardamom doesn't really grow up here, but the use of cardamom is very Scandinavian.
Mm, they're
That
nice
and
though.
what's again the name of the yellow stuff?
Saffron, but that's more
Saffron.
Swedish than
Yeah, yeah,
Finnish.
that's true. Yeah, yeah.
Ooh,
In Norway, they use it as well.
the sun is actually
Mm-hmm.
strong.
Mm-hmm.
Man, I have to make sure I don't burn my face.
So now we eat everything mixed, but maybe not the best idea.
Sushi and donuts and sima and sausages. That's a
But we're going to have
healthy,
leftovers, so
healthy, balanced,
no.
healthy, balanced meal. Donuts at 7-Eleven. Well, these are really excellent when you get them fresh. When you get them a couple of days old, like now. Oh, yes, Stephanie, definitely, definitely, for sure.
Mhm.
You are still the Expert campfire barista and chef, says Cosmic Rose.
Oh,
But that's true.
no, today I'm just grilling sausages. So.
Yeah, you have to do that sometimes, you know. I'm gonna take a bite again. Mm. Sugar everywhere. Mm. We had a vappu, like it's not a dinner, too late for brunch, but we had like a vappu foods and had them with the family. And another thing, for some reason, I don't know what the reason is, but for some reason, people like to eat perunasalati, potato salad at vappu. Well, probably the reason is that it's easy to take on a picnic, and vappu is very much a time for picnics. So you have all kinds of easy foods. I think we had like baguettes and all kinds of um, pastes on them, like pea and mint, and and then like sun-dried tomato and white beans, that kind of stuff, and then cheeses and jams, and but then like gratinated asparagus. What else did we have? Salad. Um, oh, and a beautiful pie that my sister made. All kinds of stuff. Potatoes. Oh, that's so. But it's rather international, isn't it? Oh, thank you, Tommy. So I think that I've seen it in recipes from like all over the world. The one, and then there's very different kinds. The ones that we make here, they are with dairy. So there's like, yes, exactly that kind of stuff. So it has like mayo, but also then kermavili. That's a special kind of dairy that you don't get, I think, in a lot of countries. Stefan, what is kermavili in English? Do you remember?
No idea. Chamomile. I think it's hammock in Dutch.
Yeah, but
Um,
but hangop is more like viili.
yeah.
Kermavili, well, it is a viili, but
No, I
it's like a bit sour, and it's more um, it's sort of a dense. I've got no idea how to
no,
describe
but
it.
it's not. It's very
Irish and Polish. That's
close
true,
to
Cosmic
Cork.
Rose. Huh?
It's very far from Cork,
Yeah, it's
but
not quark, but it's
it's
like
somewhere in between yogurt and Cork, maybe. Well, also not really, but it's really nice.
it's a special ingredient, but it's nice. And in Finland, for instance, when you make dips, like when
So it's basically
those,
just
huh?
another fermented milk product.
It's a fermented milk product, a certain type. And for instance, when you would make a dip for your crisps, you would mix a bag of one of those, those ready-made sachets. It's not sour cream. It's less fatty, but then I will need to find it out for you guys. I don't remember what it's called. I think I've been trying to find the name for it at some point earlier as well, but I just don't know what it is. But it's a kind of stuff that you use in, like, you can use it in sweet and savory things. So we also make, for instance, if we make a blueberry pie, that's what you would use on top. So you would like make a like a crusty dough, and then pat it at the bottom, and then you put the blueberries on top, and then you make a mixture of sugar and that kermavili and eggs, and that you pour on top. So it's like the topping of a blueberry pie or whatever kind of berry pie that you would make. And now I've got no idea. Oh yeah, because of the potato salad, right? I was already thinking that. I don't know why I came to that. Typical Finnish breakfast.
What?
Puuro, porridge. Old farmers whose backs were permanently bent over from decades of. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Right. No, but I think it hasn't been valued so much anymore in the recent years. We have a specific kind of potato in Lapland. It's this kind of almond potato. It doesn't really grow anywhere else. Or, well, you can grow it, but you don't get that special taste to it unless it grows here. And it has it's a beautiful potato, and it has a completely different kind of a taste. It's gorgeous, but you have to sort of come here to have it. You can't really farm it big, you know. Yes, I see that. I'm just looking that it's still a bit
No, it's not.
light from that, but okay, good. Right, I can take a bite.
No, I can.
No, no, it's okay. It's okay.
No,
It's the art of. And now his male pride doesn't like give it anymore.
it will be darker. You'll get it darker.
So lovely. Regional, yeah, yeah, yeah. There's, but I mean that's a funny thing that there's such big difference. And there are such beautiful variants all over the world, but then you don't get them. You get like the easiest to farm. The ones that give the biggest. Yeah, it still needs a little bit of time. You get the ones with the biggest harvest and stuff, and that's boring. But I have to eat it before it becomes makkara, as we used to call them when I was a kid, when you burn your sausage. Well, it is a bit of a makkara from this side, but this, again, one of these cheese sausages that we often have. I have to wait a little bit so that I don't burn my mouth when I bite. So there's many different things that are very traditional, apart from this sushi, but that's just nice. So there's traditional and nice things, not meaning that the traditional things are not nice, but it's like every year we have partially the same things. Like every year we have munkkien sima, but then we always have something new as well. Otherwise, it doesn't. Otherwise it's not interesting. Oh, that's so nice. That's so nice. Oh, um, as long as it doesn't cause you like sleep deprivation, that would be a problem. Just found out. Yeah, Stefan brought it to me as a surprise present. I love sushi, but this was it's just shop bought, so it's not, it's like not the most perfect, but still nice. Any sushi is nice. Um, okay, let's have a bite. Cheese sausage. Here we go. Sorry about me eating again once again. Hear that? Mm. Oh, hot, 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 hot. This is nice. Oh man, I do find it really cool that you do that. I will, I will pass them on to him once I get closer. He's busy chit chatting with people. This is the Now the season is ending here, the skiing season, and that means that the locals are starting to like go around. Like today, all the people that we've seen here are local. Hei Hellevi! Oh, I didn't. Man, miksi et sä näkynyt? Ai tuolla, heippa Hellevi. Tervetuloa. Yeah, so it's the time for locals to um, get out and about again. Like there you see the ski slopes, by the way, some of them, part of them. I think there's, I don't remember exactly, 45 or something like that pistes around this whole hill. This is Finland's biggest, best known skiing center. And then over there, behind there, that's where the World Cup slopes are. Heck of a watch. Well, that's a good breakfast ritual for Sunday then. Then at least you get going, you know. So that's a good thing. Of course, now that we have changed the platform, I don't know what will happen if there's still going to be an audience for us, but we'll see. Another bite of the sausage. Oh, and there on the other side. Yeah, but it feels like that cosmic road. It's true. It's really funny. I mean, of course, we live of tourism here, but everybody loves it when all of a sudden the village is empty again. Look, that over there, that's a walking path on the other side of the fell. So that's on the side of Levi. In the wintertime, there is a skiing track, and then in the summertime, you can walk there. So it's like a scenic route on the hillside. No, that's a funny thing that even people who move here from abroad, from busy places that are used to a lot of people, like people that move here from London, for instance, or Dubai or whatever. We have friends that have done that. They get so used to the peace and calm here that then when the tourist season comes, they get a bit human shy. They're a bit like, all these people here, and then they get happy when the people leave. I mean, don't get me wrong. Everybody's really happy that we have um, people coming, but it's just one of those things that you get so used to you know having all this lovely space for yourself, and then when you have to share it with hordes of people, it's a bit tricky. I mean, I can only imagine what happens now when the after in big cities like Amsterdam or Barcelona, where they live off of tourism but have too many tourists. Like it has been, of course, a completely different time now. This COVID, 2 years of COVID. Well, I mean, not 2 years, but for us, it's been 2 seasons. So that's quite a big part of many local economies, definitely. Stefan is not from Amsterdam. No, he's from the east side of the country, so from the more like from the farming area.
Close to the German border.
Yeah,
But
and that's a completely different kind of a culture there. But
yeah, but like the kind of small provincial cities that you have there in the east of the Netherlands, they would be considered relatively big cities here in Finland.
yeah, they would. They would.
150,000 inhabitants.
Yeah, that's a proper city. Hey, Stefan says, Hellevi.
Hey, Hellevi.
I have a small village in my mountains that refuse to change or grow. That is the charm too. Yeah, true. But then, of course, you do risk the you do risk the village dying then, as or city dying as well. So it's a balancing act, isn't it? Kind of, huh?
Growth.
Growing, but then still keeping your characteristics.
That's the funny thing with Levi, that over the last 25 years that we have grown immensely.
Yeah.
But if you take a red marker and you put a red line around the village in the 90s, like the whole built-up area, you check now on the map, even though a lot of buildings have been built, it's always in that red circle. So it has become compact, but it hasn't grown.
Yeah,
Which means that the nature is still just as accessible as it was 25 years ago.
which is brilliant.
And that is for a place like this, that's immensely important.
So which is what we are doing here as well, enjoying the nature right next to our village. Oh yeah, no, Stefan doesn't have a mic at the moment.
No,
No, you probably. I'm not
can't
sure
hear
if
me.
you heard what he was saying.
You can repeat it if you want.
Yeah, so the village has grown more dense, but not uh,
Really,
larger in the
really.
area, which is good. Look, and the sun is behind there. You know what? I'm sorry. I'm going to have a little bit of a shorter broadcast today because I need to eat something as well. And that sushi is staring at me. And I think it's unfair.
Nice.
Look, it's goggling and I want to eat it. So
I say goodbye. Bye bye.
I'm going to say bye as well. Wait, let me.
Staring
Yeah,
sushi says
yeah,
bye
yeah.
as well. Bye
Look.
bye. Oh, well,
Yeah, no,
staring
no,
at
no. Look, there's the danger of
staring.
Stefan eating it before I get to it.
Yeah.
Wait, that's my hand again. You mean my silly sunglasses? So, thank you for being here today. I will continue eating stuff. Oh, love you too. Thank you for being here. Hey, see you next Sunday again. Whoop. I need to find a nice spot. Leave you with a beautiful, beautiful view of the village. Hey, have a wonderful week, everybody. See you. Bye bye.